Hello everyone, welcome to our pre-calculus recording video. This is for our final exam practice paper recap discussion on that. So you already have this practice paper, solution paper, this paper you already have. But I thought we can just discuss about it a bit, which may help in some cases. So let's see. So first question is matching the functions and their graphs. So whenever you see this kind of question, there is two strategy. One is from the given graph, you can come back to the equation, or the another way is from the equation you can go back to the graph. Whichever you see easy is up to you, but relatively from the equation going for the graph is easier, because here you have some numbers and you just look for that numbers in the given graph. So that's relatively easier, but of course the other way also is fine. So in this case, this is the formula from the book, and the solution is this one. First, so how do we solve this? From here, first of all we find the amplitude, which is 3 in actually all of these questions. So the amplitude is 3 here, 3 here, 3 here. But if amplitude is 2 or amplitude is 4, then basically graph will increase or decrease in its height. Okay, height will decrease. Suppose if it is 2, then it will go just 2 and come down to 2. So this number will do that. So that's the amplitude, and to find out the period, we have a formula, nice little formula. This is 2 pi divided by omega. Omega means omega is this number, 1 by 2, half. This half is the omega. This pi by 2 is the omega. Again, this half is the omega here. So you will just put this number here. So 2 pi divided by 1 by 2, that means 4 pi you get for this question. So period for this first question is 4 pi. Let me show you how we get this 4 pi. So this one, from this one we can write here, this equals to, say, 2 pi divided by omega, and omega equals to, let's not write omega here, let's put the value 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 will be here, and then this equals to 2 pi, then 2 goes up, this 2 goes up, and 1 is down, so ultimately we have 4 pi. What is the rule for this this kind of operation? How do we do this? So the rule is, suppose if you have a divided by b divided by, suppose p by q. Suppose you have this kind of fraction, then this equals to will be a divided by b. Let's write it here so that a divided by b, first one we will write, okay, a divided by b, first one we will write this fraction, then we will write into or multiplication. This is divided by, so we are multiplying. Division and multiplication is when you have something division and then you are multiplying it, then basically we will have to switch this numerator and denominator. This p is up here, it will come down. This q is down here, this will go up. So our q will go up and p will come down, like this. This is why this 2 is going up, 1 is coming down here. And this works for this kind of fraction always. Actually most of you already know this, but still this is how this number becomes 4 pi. So we get 4 pi, and then we get this is minus sine graph. So which one is the answer? Now we can actually try to verify it. So this is amplitude is 3 actually for all the graphs here. So 1, 2, 3, this graph, then 1, 2, 3, amplitude is 3. So basically amplitude will not make any difference. This one is 1, 2, 3. So all the graphs are amplitude is 3. Now we will have to look at which graph is sine, which graph is cos. So this first graph is cosine graph, negative cosine graph, this one. How do we know? We know it because our positive cosine graph should start 1, 2, 3. If it is amplitude is 3, then positive cosine graph should start from here. Positive cosine graph, and negative and positive sine graph actually starts from here, from the center. It goes like this, and negative sine graph starts from the opposite. It's just the reflection. So this is the basic concept. So this one, suppose this one is actually positive sine graph. This one is positive sine graph, positive sine theta sine graph. Okay, this one is negative sine graph. This one is negative sine graph, because see, this one and this one is just the reflection about the x-axis. So this one is negative sine graph. This one is negative cos graph. This one, see, this one is negative cos graph. This one is also, see, this graph and this graph is similar. This is also negative cos graph. This is also negative cos graph. So you see, we have two sine graph, this one and this one, and this one is already positive. This one is already positive, so we already know that our answer has to be either this one or none, because we have only one negative. This is negative and then sine. So negative sine graph, you have just only one negative sine graph, this one. So either this one is answer or there is no answer, because if the period is different, if the amplitude is different, then we can decide about that. But fortunately for this math, you see, amplitude is 3. See, 1, 2, 3. Or you can go up also, 1 from this x-axis. 1, 2, 3. Actually, this is not only always from the x-axis. We will have to go where is the central line. This line is where. Sometimes graph can go up, sometimes graph can go down. Then we will have to still we will have to consider or count it from the middle line of the graph. Okay, middle line of the graph. Suppose if the graph is here, then we will have to see where is that middle line. Then from that middle line we will have to count amplitude. Middle line is, in this case, middle line is this one. Then we'll have to count like how many boxes are here, like that. Then that will be the amplitude. So not always from the x-axis, we will have to count from the middle line. Okay, that's so 3. See, amplitude is 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 is matching, so this is right. Sine graph, right. This 3 is also right. So all of them are right here. And period is 4 pi. See, period is 4 pi. 4 pi from 0 up until here. This is 4 pi. Okay, this is 4 pi. So everything is matching here. This way, actually, we can decide about which graph is correct, which graph is wrong, by analyzing from the data or from this given equation. The data we obtain from this data means the digital number in this case, of course. So also from the graph, if you start, you look at, okay, this is my negative cosine graph and period is 4 pi here. This is my positive sine graph, period is 4 pi here. This is my negative sine graph, period is 4 pi here. And this is negative cosine graph, period is 4 here, this number here in this case, because this number is 0. That's why we can understand that period is 4 pi. If this number is some other numbers, then you will have to subtract it from this 4. Suppose if 1 is written here, then 4 minus 1, you will have to do it. We have to do that then, because if the graph shifts, if the graph moves in the right or left direction, then it may happen. But fortunately, we will not have to think about that complication in this case. I'm just giving you some additional information here. And other graphs also similar way we can think about this. We can find out amplitude, then period. See, period is 4, so automatically we understand it has to be this graph. Okay, so it has to be this 4 number graph. So that easy. This question is also easy, because all this is the given function. We have to put the value of theta, and a equals to is given here, so we'll put it here and then we get the solution. But let's say the question is little bit different. And suppose you have something. Let's say you have something. Suppose you have, this is 30 degree, right? This is 30 degree. and this is 10 feet. So A equals to 10 feet. Do you know from this 30 degree and this 10, you can find out this height. You can find out this also. You can find out this also. Whatever you want, you can find out. By using, of course you know that because by using SOHCAHTOA formula. SOHCAHTOA formula. How to do that? So you see, this adjacent is given. Opposite you will have to find out. Just we are supposing opposite you will have to find out. So opposite, to find out the opposite, adjacent and opposite related formula is which one? That is tan. Tan theta is adjacent and opposite related. So tan 30 degree equals to this is, say this is x. So the rule is opposite divided by adjacent. So it will be x divided by 10. Then x equals to what? This 10 into 30, 10 30 degree. 10 into. So we also know the value of 10 30 degree. 10 30 degree means 1 by root 3. Now we can use a calculator to find out this height. This is just a number, 1 divided by root 3, 10 into 1 divided by root 3. You can keep it in bracket also in the calculator if you want. So you will get the height here from here. Or if you want to find out this hypotenuse here, that's also we can find out. How can we find out that? In that case, you will have to use this. This is adjacent and this is hypotenuse. That related formula. And that related formula is cos theta. So in that case, you will have to write cos theta here. So this way, actually, we can find out this height from here. Okay. And we can actually extend this idea a little bit more also. Suppose if I say that the total height here is from here to here is, let's say from here to here is, suppose 20. Suppose 10 divided by root 3. So suppose 20, and this height already you have found 10 divided by root 3 here. So if we ask that what is this height, what is this much here, what is the height here from here to here, so you can just minus 20 minus this equals to this height. We can find out that this is like we can extend this kind of idea concept if necessary. Like math can go in this direction, in that direction. The idea of math is always like this. Sometimes you may wonder that how from 1 or 2 or 3 formula, how this one in the exercise you see, then there is 100 maths, like 200 maths in some books. Sometimes from like they discuss 5 pages, then all of a sudden 200 maths in the exercise or practice session, in the practice section of their book. Basically that formula, this formula, they can actually go in different direction, and we can find out little bit deeper. We can just go a little bit deeper to find out more and more thing by using the same concept. So math is always like this. So if you go and study in UG, if you take the calculus and pre-calculus, you will see that this kind of idea will go there also. Of course, there are new ideas will also come, but this idea will be extended. You will see that this same concept you can use there to find out a new thing. Okay, so but the concept will be same concept. We can use that in many other places. 3 number question is, we will try to go a little bit faster instead of discussing other things now. Determine whether this is a solution of this or this is a solution. So you see, first of all, this is a negative. So this is pi by 4. Pi by 4 means 45 degrees. So it cannot be an answer, first of all, because there is no answer in the first quadrant. This pi by 4 means here in the first quadrant, 45 degree. So there is nothing positive in this first quadrant. There is nothing positive. I switched off the fan so that the sound quality is good. That's why it's hot here now. Hopefully I can switch it on after a while. Anyway, So in the first quadrant there is no negative value. So basically, for sure, you will not have to do any calculation even if you use this technique. So basically, this is out of consideration. Now, is it a solution or not? That is our question. This is 5 pi by 4. So 5 pi by 4 is, you can use a calculator to find out what is this degree, or there is other way also. 5 pi by 4 means 5 into 180 divided by 4. That means 225 degree. 225 degree. So 225 degree is where? 220. This is 180 degree. This is 180 degree. From here you will have to count. So 225 degrees here. 180 plus 45 equals to 225, which is here. And in this quadrant, sign is actually negative. So you see, first idea is it is matching. Also, this is in the 45 degree. This is actually root 2 by 2. This is manually we are doing, but in the calculator, actually, if you just press it, calculator will give you the answer automatically. How to do it? Suppose in the calculator, this is 225. This is 225. Then you write sine 225 equals to what? Sine 225 equals to what? You see this answer. Let me. It's not clear, right? Now it's clear. So minus 0.707, 1, etc. And this means minus 0.707. This means that. Let me show you that. Root 2 divided by 2. There is a minus before it. So minus root 2 divided by 2. See? This is the same thing. Exact same thing. Minus root 2 divided by 2 means minus 0.707. So same thing. So basically you get the answer. So this is the calculator way. Another way is to do it manually. Since you know that this is 45 degree means root 2 by 2. So this is also 45 degree. The same angle reflection. So here there is the same value once again here. And then here also you will have the same value, and here also you will have the same value. Just the difference is this value is positive, this value is positive. Sine, for sine, this value is negative, this value is negative. So this has to be the answer, because it is in this quadrant, and exactly everything is matching. There is another negative answer for the sine, but that's not the question for this in this case. How do we know that this is negative? Because in this box all is positive. In this box, sine is positive. In this box, tan is positive. And in this box, cosine is positive. So you see, this box, tan is positive, but not sine. So sine is negative in this box. This box, cosine is positive. Cosine is positive, but not sine. Sine is negative here. So this is how we know that in both of these boxes, sine is negative. Anyhow, yeah, this concept actually you can use in some other cases also. That's why I'm just elaborating a bit. Not necessary actually, all this extra discussion, but yeah, we can use it. This is 2 sine square theta minus 1 equals to 0. So we'll have to first do some calculation to find out sine theta equals to what. So when we have sine theta equals to half, sine theta equals to plus minus half. See that the same concept that we discussed in previous math, now we can use the same concept here. This is 1 by 2 half. So half is sine what equals to half? Sine what degree equals to half? Sine 45 degree equals to half, right? Sine 30 degree equals to half. So sine 30 degree equals to half. That means this is positive and this is positive. So we have two answers for sine. For positive sign, we have two answers. One is here, one is here. 30 degree, and this one is 180 minus 30, or pi minus pi by 6. Then you will get first two answer. Then for negative, just we are reflecting this line. Then for negative, you get one answer here, because this box is negative sign, this box is also negative sign. Then you get two solutions from here. The other two solutions, this one and this one. How to do the calculation? You can ask, sir, how to do the calculation from here? So this is, we know that this is 30 degree. 30 degree means pi by 6. So this one is little less than So this one is little less than pi. So how much less? This is actually pi. Then this is, see, this much is pi by 6. So we are counting all the angles. You have to count from this side always. Suppose this angle, we count from where? We count from here. So from this line. All the angle you count from always from this line. So this is, see, in two ways we can do this calculation. One is, this is pi by 2, 90 degree. So you can add pi by 2 plus this angle. So what is this angle? If this is 30 degree, this must be 60 degree. 60 degree means what? Pi by 3. So you can do this way, pi by 3 plus pi by 2. So pi by 2 plus this angle, this is that much. So you can just now do the calculation. This will be 2 pi, this will be 3 pi. So total is 5 pi, 5 pi divided by 5 pi divided by as, oh, this is not right. Since the value of plus half is found all 4 quadrants, plus minus half, so that line is correct. Plus the value is in first quadrant when the angle is 45 degree. Oh no, this is funny. I'm thinking about the half. This is actually square root of half. The square root of half means this is root 2 by 2. Root 2 by 2. Yep, so this is root 2 by 2. This is correct, but this is not correct. Let me erase. What can I erase first? Let me erase everything. That's better. This is basically, this is not a mistake. This calculation is for half. If it is just only half, plus minus half, suppose you get sin theta equals to plus minus half, then this will be the calculation process. Suppose sin theta equals to, you have plus minus half, plus minus half, then this will be the calculation. But in this case, we have different thing. We have square root of half. The square root of half means root 2 by 2 or 1 by root 2. Let me show you that. So this is the box. This is the coordinate axis. There's a funny story about this coordinate axis actually. This is René Descartes invented this coordinate axis, and he is so 48 degrees here. So the René Descartes was a mathematician. He was a prodigy, and he was considered one of the brilliant mathematicians of all time. And this little 2 line may seem very easy, but this changed the, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. This changed a lot of things because this is the connection between algebra and geometry. Do you know? Algebra and geometry is connected by this thing. This is so important, but it looks so simple. This is a very staggering thing. This is very mind-blowing, or in any way you think such a simple thing can do so much strong and significant work. This is an example of that. This is called the Cartesian coordinate system, this thing. Because when you have x plus y equals to 3, this is an equation. But you can graph it here, then it becomes geometry. So this coordinate system, this thing actually connects both of these two things. Anyway, so this is the 45 degrees. So 45 degree means, so it's possible. 45 degree means pi by 4. So this is our first value. And actually we will have everywhere this reflection, the reflection here, a reflection here. So everywhere we will have an answer, because everywhere plus and minus. This box is plus, this box is plus, and this box is minus, this box is minus. So basically plus minus, so all of them are our answer. how to find the value. So this is pi by 4. This is 90 degree. 90 degree line is this one. Pi by 2. This is pi. This is 3 pi by 2. This is 0 degree and this is 2 pi. Both 2 pi. Of course, we can come back and then you will get something more. So first one is pi by 4. Second one will be second one calculation. Let me show you one calculation fully. So this one will be pi by 4 plus pi by 2. From this calculation, we will get our answer because this is pi by 4. So this is pi by 2 up until here. See, again the same thing. We will have to start our calculation from here, from this line. So from this line, if you go move here, this is 90 degree. Okay, then after 90 degree, you move, you come here. So then 90 degree plus 45 degree is this angle. That's why 90 degree, this one is 90 degree, then plus 45 degree. Pi by 4 means 45 degree. So we will have to add them. Okay. So see what we get if we add. LCM is 4 and this will be pi. And this is 4 divided by 2 means 2. 2 into 2 means 2 pi. 2 into pi means 2 pi. So total is 3 pi. Pi plus 2 pi divided by 4. Pi plus 2 pi. That means total is 3 pi. Then divided by 4. So 3 pi by 4 is this value. This way, so how to do the calculation here? You will have to do like pi is up until here, then pi by 4. So that means pi plus pi by 4. Pi plus pi by 4. So this way you can do the calculation. And this one will be 3 pi by 2 plus pi by 4. This extra space is pi by 4. So we can get all this value this way. Okay. Let's go to the next math. This one is, we have a slight correction by the way in this math, yeah. So in our other paper, do I have this paper here? I'm not sure if this is that paper. Let me open it anyway. In our and so the paper that we have sent you, I actually have done the correction in it, all the version here. So in the paper that previously I have sent, there was a slight mistake here in this case. So by mistake we have not given that minus there. So but actually there will be minus because this minus is not eliminated yet. And the next line, in the next line we can eliminate that minus and all the minus will be gone because everywhere we have a minus. So if you multiply both sides by a minus sign, then all the minus will be gone. Here, just like this, from here to here. How do we get this? See, sin square theta means 1 minus cos square theta. So this is the formula. Let me give another color here. Can I give another color? Let's say this. It looks a bit ugly, but let's let me give it here just for this case. This is an exception. So, or we could give front color also. I think that's better. So this one equals to this whole thing. Okay, this one equals to this whole thing. Then 2 cos theta minus 2. This is the same thing exactly here. Then minus cos square theta is here. Then this is minus 2. This is plus 1. So ultimately we have minus 1, and this is here. Then you see minus, minus, minus everywhere, and this side is 0. So if we multiply the both sides by a minus sign, all the minus will be gone, and 0 into minus means again 0, because 0 is a kind of monster. It can eat anything. If you give $1,000 and if you multiply it with 0, then it becomes 0. So 0 can do that. Then all the plus sign is here. Then we have just only, we can do this LCM thing here. Cos square theta. We do not need this line actually. We do not need this line. We have to give here plus. We have to give here plus. If we give that line, we have to give here plus. This is the same line that you may have seen in our practice paper. So this is the correction. Then this line is correct. cos theta is common, so cos theta plus 1, cos theta plus 1. Actually, from this line, we can use the formula also, cos theta. This is a square plus twice ab plus b square formula. So a plus b whole square. That way also we can solve from this line. Anyway, so this is now the correction. Cos theta plus 1, then cos theta equals to 1 goes to the other side, so it becomes minus 1. So cos theta equals to minus 1. And cos theta equals to minus 1 is only in one place, and that is, oh my god. Let's just take this one so that I can draw freehand. So cos theta equals to minus 1 is just only here at pi from here, because in the unit circle, if you remember, this is 1 comma 0 and this is minus 1 comma 0, minus 1 comma 0, and our first value is cosine and second value is sine, so we have only one value here, that is pi. That's why pi is the answer. Let's go to the next math. So find the exact value of sine pi by 12 or cos pi by 12 or anything of this kind. We will have to think which two numbers can get me this pi by 12, or how can we simplify it a bit? Or we have the tool. Our tool is sine theta cos sine a plus b cos a plus b, or tan a plus b tan a minus b, tan alpha plus beta tan alpha minus beta. This is what we mean, but ab also is used in this formula. So we will have to think which formula or what type of modification we can make here to get exact same thing. Here in this case we used 4 pi minus 3 pi. 4 pi minus 3 pi means pi. 12 is LCM, so 12 will be with everything. Then we have this 4 and 12 cancellation. You do the cancellation here and here, then you have 3 here, then you do cancellation from here and here, you get 4 here, and pi will remain there. So that's why pi by 3 minus pi by 4. And this is sine a minus b. Sine a minus b means sine a cos b minus cos a sine b. Then we just put their value. This is 60 degree. 60 degree means root 3 by 2. This is 45 degree, root 2 by 2. This is cos 60 degree, 1 by 2. This is root 2 by 2. So then we do the calculation little bit. 2 to 4. Then root 3, root 2 means root 6. 1 into root 2 means root 2. So this way. Then we can take the root 2 common if we want, but we can keep the answer here also. For this math is also somewhat, we have the same concept here from the unit circle. Unit circle concept is very important in trigonometry. That's why in almost every math you are saying we are bringing that this Cartesian coordinate system and the unit circle. So this is really important. This is so important then that without this we become very helpless in trigonometry. So sine alpha equals to minus 4 by 5, and this is between 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi. That means this quadrant. And 3 pi by 2 is here, and this is 2 pi, so this must be the 2. This is 0 degree, this is 2 pi, this is 4 pi, you know, that's why here. This is pi by 2, just if you are interested, and this is pi, okay? And if you come back, then it will become 3 pi, like this. So this quadrant, then you draw this triangle here, and 5 will be here because 5 is the hypotenuse, and minus 4 is here. You know, sine theta means, how do we know it? Sine theta equals to opposite divided by hypotenuse. Sine, so Katoa is OH. It means sine theta equals to opposite by hypotenuse. So this is the opposite, this is the hypotenuse, this is 90 degree, and this is the given angle. The angle is here alpha, so alpha will be here if you are interested. So this is 4, this is 5, so this must be 3 because of Pythagorean formula. Let me show you how to get this 3. So our formula is, suppose this is x. So our formula is 5 square equals to x square plus 4 square minus 4 square. Formula is hypotenuse square equal to sum of the other two sides square. This is the formula. Now you see, you try to find out x equals to what? You will see x equals to 3. Plus minus 3, of course, but positive value you will have to take here because this side sign is positive. This side is positive. But if you go to this side for the same math, then it will be negative value. Negative 3 you will have to put here, suppose in the same case, because from this square plus minus will come, and you will have to think which value is suitable for your math. You will have to think about that. In this case, not suitable, correct. Which value is correct here? In this case, plus 3 is correct. If the triangle is here, let's say the same triangle, suppose the same triangle is here, this is 5, this is 4, so from 5 and 4 you know this will be 3, but plus minus 3 in this case, because this is negative side of x, so you will have to give a minus here. So this is what I meant by that. Anyway, now we have the value, so we can easily find out sin theta equals to what, cos theta equals to what, and tan theta equals to what, because cos theta equals to adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So adjacent is 3, hypotenuse is 5, so tan theta equals to opposite by adjacent, so opposite is minus 4 divided by 3, so we get this value from this first figure. Similarly, we can work on the second figure. Second figure is pi by 2 and pi, that means this quadrant. So let's draw this triangle here, not this line. Yeah, this is too much approximation, but it will work for this moment, hopefully. So this is cos beta equals to minus 12 by 13, so that means 13 is here. This is cosine, so that means adjacent is minus 12 is here. And you know 12, 13, and if you use the same Pythagorean, then it will become 5 will come here, and this will be positive 5 because this value is positive. This is positive of y side, that's why. So once you have this 5, 12, and 13, then you can actually find out sin theta, sin in this case sin beta equals to what, cos beta equals to what, and tan beta equals to what. Sin beta will be 5 divided by 13, cos beta is already given, minus 12 by 13, and tan will be minus 5 by 12, or 5 by minus 12, both correct. Then we'll have to use the sin alpha plus beta formula, this from the formula sheet. So we'll just have to put it here, then put the value. These values are from here. Sin alpha value is here, so this value we'll have to just put it here and do the calculation. For C number also, we can just use the tan alpha minus beta formula. Tan alpha minus beta is here. This is the formula. This formula we can use to find out this minus 33 divided by 56, and the value is C. Tan alpha, tan beta, this actually already we have found. Tan beta is this, tan alpha is this. So we'll have to use that to use these values there. This math actually we have very little to do. I mean to discuss, because this falls directly in the formula. So sin alpha, sin theta, cos theta, we will have to get to the point of sin 2 theta, and sin 2 theta equals to, you know, that 2 sin theta cos theta. So we will have to bring a 2 here. We will have to bring a 2 here, this 2, just to make that formula. But when you want to give a 2 there, we will have to divide it by 2 in this case also. Then this entire thing equals to, let's give this entire thing equals to sin 2 alpha. Okay, sin 2 alpha. That's why sin 2 alpha, and then 2 into 16 means 32. We get what they wanted us to show. Just one step, just you divide, write a 2 here, then you just get this line. Then different values are given here to find to work with. Find the angle theta for which r is maximum. So you see sin theta's maximum value is 90 degree, but if theta is 45 degree, if you put 45 degree here, then 2 into 45 means 90 degree, and then sin theta becomes maximum. This value becomes maximum. That means for theta equals to 45 degree, we will get the maximum answer here for theta equals to 45 degree. And then V naught, if V naught or V0, whatever you say, there is two maths here. One is V naught square equals to 16. Notice that V naught square is 16 here, and here is V0 equals to 8. So in this case, already square equals to 16. That means you will not have to square it here. You will just directly put here 16. Do not square it, and then you will get the answer. But in the next case, in this case, we said that the V equals to 8. That means now not V naught square. Now just V equals to 8. That's why you will put 8 here and then square. So a little tricky thing here in this case. Then just put it here, and calculator will do the work. And if necessary, you give a bracket here. If your calculator is not giving you the same answer, then you can give a bracket here to get the correct answers. Here also. So yeah. Then for this math, this math looks very hard, but because of this big this equation here. But fortunately, the calculation is not too hard, because you just convert cosine, all the thing you will just convert to sine and cos. See, in this line there is nothing but sine and cos. Everything is converted to sine and cos. Why? The reason is, when you convert everything into in sine and cos, then actually simplification is easier. Then you will see which term you can cancel out, then in which direction you should go to simplify it. In this case, see, all of them we can cancel out. This sine theta and this sine theta we can cancel out. Then this cos theta, this color is not visible here. So which one will be visible here? Little blackish? No, not good. Little this color, almost identical with the other color. Yellow. Oh, but yellow is not visible, right? But let's go ahead with yellow here. Most of the yellow is not visible. So let's try to another color. This color. Whatever we do, this color is mixing with the background. So let's go for white. Let's see white. Let's go for shade of white. Let's go for I don't like any of the, I mean, all the colors are quite. Let's just take this color. I think this color is relatively better from all the color that we tried. So this two quantity will be cancelled out, and this sine and sine will be cancelled out. Then you will see that 4a squared divided by 1. Then 1 minus sine square means 1 minus sine theta. 1 plus sine theta means this 1 minus sine square theta, because actually it is 1 square minus sine square theta, but 1 square means 1. That's why you will not have to. There is a square here above this 1, but you will not have to write 1 square, because 1 square, 1 cube, 1 to the power 4, 1 to the power 5, everything equals to 1. So that's why that writing that 1 is not necessary. 1 minus sine square theta means cos square theta. So then if we mix everything up, then it becomes 2a cos theta whole square, because everywhere there is a square. A square cos square, then 4 can be written as 2 whole square or 2 square. Okay, this is how we can do that. And the remaining math is not hard, because a equal to 2, theta equals to 30 is given. Just put it here, then you get the answer 12. Then this math is for what angle of theta intensity is maximum, what is the maximum intensity. So for what angle of theta intensity is maximum, you see this is cosine, not sine. For cosine, for sine, at 0 degree we have the maximum. For sine we have at 90 degree we have maximum. Sin theta maximum value is in 90 degree because sin theta graph is like this. Yeah, so maximum value is in 90 degree. But for cosine, our maximum value is already at 0 degree because cosine graph starts from 0 degree, starts from here. So already it is in maximum. So that means when theta equals to 0 degree, then we get the maximum. Okay, then we get the maximum. For 0 degree, the value is 1. And if you put cos 0 equals to 1. That's why you just have 2a whole square. So 2a whole square will be the maximum intensity, and a value we can put whatever is given in the question. So that a value will come from there. So answer here is 0 degree. Why? Because cos theta's maximum value is already at 0. Of course, there is other maximum. There is from the concept we already know that there are many maximum value will come because the graph is always like sinusoidal. The graph is always like this. So maximum is here, maximum is here, maximum is here, but we are looking for the first value like that somewhat. And also, interestingly, if you think about the theory, all the theory in your head, basically this value and this value, if you try to give some light, if you try to put some light, if you rotate the light once again, then the light is again in the same position. Basically, this position and this position of the light is same position here. And if you again come back, again the light is here. This point is again here. So that's an interesting thing actually, if you want to visualize it, what's going on in the math. This math is related. This math is related to the interest and application of matrix actually. So related to loan, interest, etc., etc. So first of all, we'll have to make two matrix. First matrix will be A equals to this and this and this 4 value, B equals to this value. Then if they say find A, B, we multiply them. Whatever this question is asking, we will just have to go ahead with that. In this case, A equals to this, B equals to this. Then there is extra space. Then AB equals to, we multiply it, then we get this. Interpretation is important. I have noticed that many people are not giving interpretation in the, I mean, they are missing or they are forgetting to give the interpretation in the answer. So you please give it, or else you will lose 1 mark for this, for the interpretation line. The reason is in the question we said compute and interpret. This is the compute. Compute means do the calculation. Interpret means now tell me what this calculation means. Interpretation means that. So it means this. This is the amount for the Jamal and this is the amount for the Stephanie in this case. Then A into C plus B. So this is C plus B, we just add it, that means 1 point this will come, and then multiplication, that means 4,000 into this, then plus 3,000 into this, then we just add it. After the adding you will get this value. Our matrix multiplication system is go this way, then come down. Then again interpretation, this is the total amount of Jamal, this is the total amount of Stephanie. Just interpretation. Some people asked for this math to do in full length. That's why we have done this math in full length. But you will not have to do this math in this full length. So, like how to get the solution. So first of all, k equals to given this, and we will have to find out the matrix of minor to find out the inverse. And for 1, suppose how do we get this? How do we get this box? We start from here. So for 1, you will cross, not this line is better, this is better. For 1, when you take 1, then we cross this line and this line, then these 4 numbers are here. They remain. That's the number we need. Then when you consider this one, then this line and this line is cancelled out. So you have 1, 2, 1, 1. That's why 1, 2, 1, 1 is here. So when you work with this minus 1, then this line and this line cancel out. So you have the other numbers 1, 0, 2, 1, 1, 0, 2, 1. So suppose when you work with this number position is this number. Then this line and this line is gone. So 1, 1 minus 1, 1. 1, 1 minus 1, 1. This is how you get this matrix of minor. Then to get this, we just have to do this calculation. This into this minus this into this. So 1 into 0 means 0. Minus 1 into 1 means minus 1. So ultimately we have minus 1. Again, this into this minus this into this. So 1 into 1 means 1. Minus 1 into 2 means 2. So 1 minus 2 means minus 1. That's why minus 1 is here. This is how we do this calculation. And then we go for the cofactor, matrix of the cofactor. And for the cofactor, as you know, we change the sign. So first one is our positive, negative, positive, then negative, positive, negative, then positive, again same line, this line is again here, then positive, negative, positive. So this way, by following this pattern, we just change their sign. We just change their sign. And so the first one will remain as it is, then this one will change. Which numbers will change? You can mark it also. This one will change, this one will change, this one will change, and this one will change. This 4 number will change because only the negative thing actually changes. Okay, only the negative thing actually changes. If you multiply by a positive sign any number, the number will remain same, whatever it is. If it is positive, it will remain positive. If it is negative, it will remain negative. So positive sign is not doing anything basically. But negative sign is different. They actually alter the sign of whatever we have here. If it is positive, they will make it negative. If it is negative, they will make it positive. For the first case, it will make it positive. For the second case, this is minus 2, it will make it negative. This minus sign. They will alter the sign always. So we got the matrix of cofactor. Then for the adjugate of the matrix, we just this is 1. This row and column will interchange. This row will come here. Oh my God. So this row will come here. This row will become the column for all of them, and this will come here. Okay. Let me use another color. This will become here, and this will come here. Okay. All the row will become the column. And to find out the determinant, we can just work with the original matrix. Original matrix is here. So 1 into, or we can just take it from here also. 1 into minus 1. Yeah, 1 into minus 1 into this. We can do it in 2 ways. One is directly from the original matrix. 1 into this, then minus 1 into this. And we can take it from this here. Then minus 1 into this 2. Now, since we already have done this calculation, so basically from the first line we can do this calculation. This is minus 1, this is minus 1, this is 1. So we can just only work with that also. This is 1 into that. So this is the calculation for the determinant of it. Determinant means this k. Let me take it there so that it make more sense. This one. So yeah. So this is the determinant. Actually, Determinant is easier. So you take this, first of all you take first number, then this into this minus this into this. That way we can do it. And in this case for the middle one it will be negative, for the first it is positive. Just like this process, in the process of cofactor we have the follow same process, actually same process are followed there. Then in our let's write ADJ means adjugate. So this is the formula. Inverse means 1 divided by the determinant and then adjugate of the given matrix, which is K here. So adjugate is here, and then there is a minus 1. Basically we will have to change all the sign to get this line, because multiply it by minus 1, then all the sign will be changed. Then K inverse 1 into E. This is the K inverse 1, this is E. So now we'll have to multiply. So it will go this way, and then it will come this way, and that number will be here for the first part of the calculation. So 1 into 11 means 11, 2 into 20 means 40, and both positive, so that's a positive sign. This is negative, so negative into positive means negative. Minus 1 into 43 means minus 43. Okay. So next line of calculation will be again this one into this one, because this line is remaining, into this line, and that will be here. And the next one is again this line into this line. So this line is remaining, and we'll put it here. So you see, with this one line we have to do 3 times, because there is three lines here. This one, and this one. There is 3 lines. That's why we will have to do 3 times. Similar thing we will have to do for this case. So this one now into first of all this line, and we will put it here. Again this line into second line, then we will put it here. Then again this thing into the third line, and we will put it here. Multiply, and we will just have to look at the sign and keep the sign there. Okay. Then this is 11 plus 40 minus 43. This equals to 8. This equals to 4. This equals to 9. We'll just have to do the calculation, plus minus addition subtraction here. From this, now the C number part is, they already said that this is just alphabet, A equals to 1, B equals to 2, like that. So we can just look at 4 means what? So 4 means D, A, B, C, D. So D is actually the 4. That's why D is here. In their same position, we'll just have to put the alphabet. And from the alphabet, we will have to look at what is this message. You see, this is HOLD, hold, FIRE, fire. So this is hold fire. That means suppose this is some situation where you want to stop firing somewhere. So you just send this message that like hold fire. You don't have to do this. Just stop it. So this is a message that you can send by using this matrix, provided that to the place where you are sending this message, they also know how to do the calculation by using the matrix, or else it will be a disaster. I mean, you are sending the message by using some codes, and they have no idea what is that. That's not a good idea, because they will not have me to do this calculation there. Okay. So this is easy. What is the question? Find the value of quartile 1 and median for both test and test 2. So quartile 1 is, for test 2 quartile 1 is 6, for test 1 quartile 1 is 6, for test 2 quartile 1 is 9, and for both of them median is 12. Where is the number question? Oh, a number question is here. From the box plot, find the median and range. So this is the median, this is the middle line, so 13 is the median. Range is 21 minus 3, so that is the range. This is 21 maximum minus minimum. So this thing we can just subtract, and then that's the range. So which test is better? Which test is better here? Test 2 is better, because most of the students have done very well, or 75% of the students actually scored more than 9 in the test 2, but in the test 1 only uh, uh, the same number of students. To get the same number of students, we have to come to score 6, which is less. Score 6 is less. We have written it here. This is 21 minus 3. That thing is 13. All the things are written here. For this question, like comedy is here, comedy is 4 people, action is 5 people, romance is 6 people, and drama is 1, sci-fi is 4 people. They like to watch movie. Favorite types of movie is this. This is about the percentage. So 100% means this. So 14% equals to what? We will have to do that calculation. This is about stem leaf extract the data. So this is like 44, 46, 47, 49, then 63. By the way, don't write 50 here. Don't write 50. This just don't write it. Okay, because if it is 50, then there will be a 0. So there is nothing here. So after 49, just next number is 63, like that. 49, then 63, like this. This is the math done here. For the sample data, we will have to find out the variance, this and that. This is the formula, this is the rule. Up until here, you already have seen. This is the new thing. New thing is here. So we first find the mean, and then again we will have to write this square here. Not here. So we'll have to write this square there. Yeah. Now it's correct. So we just have to put this 15.5 is the mean. So that's why 14 minus 15.5 whole square, then 3 into, that means this number comes 3 times, this number also comes 3 times, that's why 3 into, then 17 minus this whole square, then we just do the calculation. This is the variance. And then to find out the standard deviation, we will have to square root the variance, then we'll get the standard deviation. Yeah. So this one's standard deviation, we have standard deviation and variance both. So you see this one's standard deviation is 0.92. So this data's standard deviation is 0.92. 0.92, and this data's standard deviation is 0.33. Basically, this value is bigger. That's why the data is scattered. Or another way also true. The data that is scattered. That's why in this case, standard deviation is very big. Here, the data are clustered around. They are packed. They are closely packed together. That's why the value is small. The standard deviation is small. Variance is small because they are not varied. They are closely packed. That's why the variance is small here. This is not variance. This is standard deviation. So standard deviation is small here because both are standard deviation. So this way we can compare them well. So yeah, this standard deviation, this variance thing actually helps us to without looking at the data. If you know the concept actually without even looking at this data, even if you don't have the even if you don't have the data in front of you, you will understand that. Suppose you do not have the data. Let's use some other color, strong color, and let's use this. If you do not have data, if you just look at these two values, 0.92 and 3.33, automatically we will understand that this data must be, suppose in this case the data will be like this stem, this. So suppose in this case data are like that, here, somewhere here, somewhere here. But in this case the data will be like this, this. Finished. Suppose I'm just saying. because this value is too small, so the data will be closely packed, and this value is too big, so the data will be scattered. Without looking at the data, we can actually decide about it by looking at the standard deviation. Yeah. And if we have some additional information, additional values, actually, then we can find their exact location also. Um, so that's all for this thing. Yeah, and that's all for the discussion about this practice paper. So hopefully you will do very well in this exam, in our final exam. All the very best of luck for all of you, and thank you very much for all of your wonderful work throughout the semester, and I'm really um, thanking you all for your brighter future and happy life ahead. Thank you all. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye.